which teach them the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel.
Good night, everyone. Let me know if you're seeing me clearly. Let me know if you're hearing me clearly. If you're seeing and hearing me clearly, welcome to another episode of Extra Class, episode number 226. I just that everybody has been having a wonderful weekend. I just that everybody has been having a blessed Sunday. For the Jamaicans at home or in the diaspora who is still at work, I trust that your shift will end soon. You will get a chance to get home to be with your family in very short order. For the persons who are on their way home, I trust that you will get home safely. But for the people who are at home, ready for listen to teach about some things we have to jam down. Jamrock, Jamaica land we love. Land of food and water, Bob Marley, Usain Bolt, Vibes Cartel, Buju Banton, Shelly and Fraser Price, Ilian Thompson, Portia, Simpson Miller, some more people, Marcus, Mosiah, Garvey. The works, you know what I mean? Peeps, give thanks. We're there. Good night. Happy Sunday. Hope all is well. Soon circle.
Kaboom! Teach them! Always make sure the message reach them. You know which teach them the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel. Hey yo, yellow, like, subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification button. Hey yo, we always up to something. Teach them. Hey yo, yellow, send the message and make it reach them. It's teach them right here. Warlord representing.
Good night again, peeps. Again, was trying to beat the late. You know, I'm set late, part me. I was trying to beat the late bug earlier, but we started about 15 minutes late. My apologies. Thanks to the persons who have remained patient, for the persons who have been here from about 4 o'clock when I created the stream, engaging each other in the comment section. Big up on yourself. For the people who are there for the first time, welcome. If you're here for the first time, really and truly happy that you would have found the channel. Really and truly happy that you would have taken some time out of your Sunday evening for looking at my face. You know the thing, for the people who are there day in, day out, big up on yourself. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? For the people who are going and forward back, big up on yourself. If you're part of the family and you haven't been here for a long time, big up on yourself. Yeah, so I say, so peeps, you know, say, night I come, so we not to waste some time. As Kalanji said, there is no time to waste. You see me? 20-year-old Manchester woman, unfortunately, has been reported missing. This is the Empress behind me. 20-year-old Jasmine Tapper of Battersea Close in Mandeville, Manchester, has been missing since Friday, the 10th of January. So, not too long ago, but hopefully the Empress is okay. Hopefully she is alive. Hopefully she will be reunited with her family in very short order. She's of dark complexion, slim build, and is about 5 feet 3 inches tall. So police reports are that Tapper was last seen at home. Her motive just at the time she went missing is unknown, and all efforts to contact her have proven futile. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Miss Jasmine Tapper is being asked to contact the Mandeville Police Station at 876-962-2250, the Police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. Zane, more Empress just take with herself and go and cool out somewhere and she soon forward in. You understand? Well, Scotty said, I need your name and number and where you reside. I need you by my side. Sis, big up yourself, you know. May I say Richie General. May I say Simple Sin. You understand? Scotty, welcome, sis. You know, we're always glad to see that the thing. You know, Emerge TV, a lot of people, them, the watcher. Miss Yvonne Riley, Cookie Mama, Sizzler Fan. We big up some more people. Look more. Yo! Anyway, you're there, Father Turbulence. Big up yourself, you know. Happy belated Earth Song and get a new thing go really out. You know what I mean? It was a nice look for people. If you watch the interview with Turbulence, said, oh, now wait, pan. We don't need to go check it out. And don't let me get notorious cross here. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. She want a naughty on her front line. Claire Fabrice, big up yourself. One confirmed case of dengue-related death in St. James. That was the situation for 2019. So St. James recorded one confirmed death from dengue fever in the past year. I mean, considering all things, Zane, considering all things, that is amazing. Medical Officer of Health for the parish, Dr. Francine Phillips Kelly, has revealed. So she would have made a pronouncement last Thursday while speaking to the St. James Municipal Corporation She noted that any reports of suspected deaths from the mosquito-borne disease are sent to a committee for a proper analysis to be done. And the health official said that a committee of specialists that have been convened to pour over patient data to distinguish between strong suspicions of dengue and conditions that coexist with other diseases. A number of times we have found that where there are individuals who have died with a suspicion of dengue infection, the actual tests for dengue have come back negative, Phillips said. So even though it may be banded around that this person had symptoms of dengue fever, until we have that proof, we cannot say that it is dengue, she added. So during last September's monthly sitting of the Municipal Corporation, Philip Skelly revealed that up to that time, St. James had recorded approximately 889 suspected dengue cases since last January. So for a parish that would have recorded some almost 900 cases and only one confirmed death, I mean, that is not bad if the data checks out. So aggressive vector control efforts across the parish have reduced St. James AD's index. You know, the host or the carrier of the dengue virus is the Aedes aegypti mosquito. So they are the vectors. Jamaica recorded 10,500 notifications of dengue fever up to November the 7th last year, with over half of those cases classified as suspected, presumed, or confirmed. Of that number, there were 44 recorded dengue-related deaths, mostly affecting children and the elderly. So we need to continue to be vigilant. Some additional dengue-related information. Avoid non-paracetamol-based medication for dengue. Health official continues to warn. This is not the first time we have shared this information, but we'll share it again because some people probably never hear, some people probably hear and not care. You understand? But it is our responsibility as good citizen, not corporate, you know, but as good citizen to try to help as many people as we can by disseminating the relevant information in a very timely and accurate manner. So, Medical Officer of Health for Westmoreland, Dr. Marcia Graham, is imploring citizens not to take non-paracetamol-based medication if they suspect they may have dengue fever, as this may cause bleeding. You understand? She would have made a pronouncement on Thursday, the 9th of January. Dr. Graham advised that if a person has a fever, he or she should use paracetamol-based medication until it is confirmed that it is not dengue fever. Using non-steroidal and other pain and fever medication can set you up for bleeding complications, she warned, adding that if the fever does not go away within 3 days, the person needs to seek medical care. Meanwhile, the medical officer implored persons to protect themselves from mosquitoes by spraying inside their homes with indoor aerosol spray. Whatever spray you use to kill insects around the house, we are asking you to, on a regular basis, spray either early morning or in the evening when the mosquitoes are more active. She advised that if persons have respiratory issues, they may spray their homes when they are leaving. However, if you have to stay home, you may use a damp handkerchief or rag to cover your nose so you do not suffer adverse health effects from the indoor aerosol spray while reducing the mosquito population in your house. She further urged residents to be vigilant in finding and destroying mosquito breeding sites, not only on their premises, but in schools and other areas. I know I never do something in the day I try to figure out what I never do in preparation for the streaming, and I just have to figure it out, you know. When I reach a bridge, I cross it. We could have seen cross it still like cliff tongue. But you know what thing goes. So for his part, Chief Medical Health Inspector for Westmoreland, Steve Morris, said the health department inspected more than 30,000 premises in the parish for mosquito breeding sites in December of last year. He noted that of that number, 1,135 premises were found to have breeding sites, adding that notices were served, of which 717 were obeyed. And the long and short of the story is that we need to clear them something here. And that's what I say, we just share some situation because some people take the dengue something and light, you know. And dengue is taking lives, see, especially if you have young children at home and elderly, your parents and your grandparents, they stand more exposed to the effects and symptoms of the dengue related virus, so you need to be careful. speaking about being sick and hospital and all sort of things, former Prime Minister of Jamaica, Bruce Golding, is in hospital. So Jamaica's former Prime Minister, Bruce Golding, was admitted to the Tony Thwaites wing of the University Hospital of the West Indies, naturally. You understand, on Friday after complaining of nausea. Golding was still in the hospital up to yesterday evening, this morning. I don't know what's the situation now, with doctors at the facility conducting various tests to discern his ailment. Now, according to reports, Golding was on his way to St. Elizabeth for an event when he became ill. Golding was Prime Minister of Jamaica between 2007 and 2011. And we don't have to go on all of them something about him in the hospital. So, I am not able to provide information on his status at this point in time. I don't know if he's still in hospital or he has been released. I do not know the complications were related to which particular ailment or illness. But we watch and see. See, I think I was on the road heading to the turbulence interview when this news broke. So my name but I do no video upon it still. Zane and thing. Poochilo, I'm glad for know say you recover and up and running again. Richie say if that are the wing for if are the rich people wing. Yeah man, that wing they then fly upon man, the Tony Thwaites wing. I see you up at Tony Thwaites there and the whole Tony Thwaites wing of you know what I mean? The people them with their monitor like a China wall. You know what I mean? Yeah man, for the persons who are here for the first time, welcome. Please remember to share the stream on your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp page, status, all about, tell your friends, everybody. Danda the MVP, manners. See, so if any information becomes available as it relates to the status of the former PM, I will be sure to share. And if there's a need to do an actual video, hopefully not, I will be more than willing to do so. See, so hopefully Mr. Golding is recuperating and he will recover in full in very short order. Yeah? Ah boy. 4 arrested after firearm seizure in St. Mary. There's nothing wrong with that. You understand? What is the need to call out? David Jean Roberts, please elaborate or clarify your statement or your question. 4 people, including a woman and a teenage boy, are to face a court in relation to the seizure of an illegal firearm and ammunition during an operation in Pondside District in Hamilton Mountain, Portmore, in St. Mary, I think yesterday. So they have been identified as 32-year-old Tristan Byfield, a landscaper, 35-year-old bartender Tamara Byfield, and a 22-year-old Demar Gale, who is a chef. So those are the names. Apparently, one next name isn't because 3 names. And this is kind of, a little bit surprising because generally speaking, when the police hold people on firearm-related charges, they normally withhold the name pending further investigation as per the reports. So it is very interesting to see that these names were released forthwith. Zane? Jordan, one go boss a teacher, you in work, me even there work now, and that's not lie. Only rich people go over those words, I swear. And at the situation, your money have enough to be admitted over upon the wing there. You understand what I say? So that's a reality. You see? Blessings, one go boss. See, hopefully the shift done soon and you can forward in to the family quick and fast. You know the thing go? Mike Lewis said, teacher, I am surprised you are still in Jamaica. What you mean, family? Is Jamaica my born? Jamaica my grow? Jamaica my live? What you mean you're surprised me still there in Jamaica? But I don't understand you. You understand? But I'm not going nowhere else, brother. You see, I might go visit places here, there, and probably go do some work somewhere, but I yard me thing the family. You understand? Yeah, man. For the better or for the worse, I yard me thing there. You see? Police reports are at about 5 a.m. Lawmen were in the area when a premises which was occupied by the 4 people were searched. Upon closer examination of the premises, the police said one homemade firearm with a 12-gauge cartridge was found in their possession. They were subsequently arrested and charged. They are expected to appear in court in very short order. Speaking about the recovery of weapons, M16 assault rifle seized on Mountain View. It's about time. You understand? Because me I wonder if I slingshot the people in my Mountain View, you shoot them one another. Or a pop shot. You understand what I say? Because all this time here, say people are in a Mountain View. I hear some weapons have been recovered up a Mountain View. So, it's about time. You see me I say? It's about time, man. Now, well, Sean Crew, I suppose a matter of perception, because normally this are the politicians and people in the upper echelons of society go. So maybe it is reputation that precedes that situation. Someone don't know. You understand? Now, which are we there? The police say a loaded M16 assault rifle was seized along Mountain View Avenue in Kingston 3. In which is currently under another curfew. But we'll get to that in a few. There have been more than a few curfews up in Mountain View. What are your views? I don't know mine already. Never mind. The police's corporate communications unit said the Colt M16 assault rifle with a magazine containing 35.56 rounds of ammunition was seized during a search of a premises about 4 a.m. by a police team on patrol. You hear that? A search. The Jamaica Constabulary Force have discovered something new. A search. And what was the result of that search in Mountain View? The seizure of an M16 rifle. I have been for weeks upon weeks upon weeks trying to figure out how come a curfew is in Mountain View every week, either the first part of the week or the last part of the week, and people up there still weak because blood a leak and funeral homes are up with people in a sheet. I don't understand. See? We go, curfew. Shooting stop, we left. Shooting start, we go. Shooting stop, we left. Shooting start. You understand? Like a slingshot the people up there shoot. If you left the gun up there, what you think are going to happen? What you think going to happen? But for whatever reason, some form of initiative was taken and there was a search of a premises and a loaded M16 rifle with magazine containing 30 rounds were seized. And normally, our grandparents used to tell us if you follow a good example. So, okay, the ice has been broken, What are we going to do now? Are we going to now stop, or are we going to suggest that this is just the tip of the iceberg and we need to continue these searches, snap raids, you understand? Deliberate searches to get rid of some more weapons. Sorry, Teach. What I was saying is that I am surprised that the previous president is still in Jamaica. No. Oh, okay. No, true. The statement you say, you're surprised that me still in Jamaica, Mike. Because I'm frightened, you understand? I'm not going to brother. You understand? Because when I check it out, lad, so when I'm better than yard. Follow me now. Boy, I'm not even think of my advice I'm going to follow. Them just probably realize, say, yo, them been do the thing wrong from a long time. So we not even take no credit for that, because I am sure there are many intelligent members in the Jamaica Constabulary Forces hierarchy and within the precincts of the Ministry of National Security. You understand? But I suppose people really realize, look here, we probably have been going about this thing the wrong way. So it's about time we become more strategic, more deliberate, and more sensible. You understand? So, a progress, not a oneness going to have a Mountain View. You understand? One among the few. So, I could say what go on. Long overdue. See? Many lives might have been saved as this weapon was seized. So listen this again. Remember me telling you, it come here more time I start to worry about myself, in terms of sometimes I see some things that come from far. You understand? Listen to this. Another curfew imposed in Mountain View. Me never tell you no. Eh? Yo. Me tell you no already. Where's a bird shooting? A curfew has been imposed in sections of Mountain View in Kingston 3. The curfew began at 6 a.m. on Saturday, January the 11th, and will remain in effect until 6 a.m. on Monday, January 13th. So it will be lifted tomorrow morning. And chances are, in the middle of the week or by a weekend, there will be another curfew in Mountain View. You know the boundaries already. When you have a call, the bomb that's I'm going to know, say, one next curfew at a Mountain View, as me telling you there would be. You understand? And during the hours of the curfew, all persons within the boundaries are required to remain within their premises unless authorized in writing by the ground commander. Paulie PC 63. Wagwan for me. Thing good, sir. And Friday night, peeps, it was part of the stream was rough. Where there were deaths, and more deaths, and shootings. And me I say, me never have to talk about certain things again tonight, but this is Jamaica to reality. Bloody 24 hours. 9 shot in separate St. Andrew South incidents. It has been revealed that 9 persons were shot, 2 fatally in separate attacks in St. Andrew South Police Division between Thursday and Friday morning. I mean, I might have mentioned a few of these in Friday night, but you know what I think of? Yeah, I think a couple of them I did mention, but some of them I didn't mention because I never get the information yet. The woman killed in Thursday evening's drive-by attack on Bowens Road in Walton Park Road has been identified as 21-year-old Nefertiti Roach, otherwise called Nancy. We spoke about that one. 5 other persons, including a 1-year-old child, were shot in the attack. They remain hospitalized. Shortly before 6 p.m., the persons were at the intersection of Bowens and Stephen Lane, Bowens Road and Stephen Lane, when a car drove up. The occupants opened gunfire, the rest of it. While the police were processing that scene, gunmen struck in Seaview Gardens, leaving a man dead and another injured. The deceased has been identified as 32-year-old Marcus Lewis, and the other victim, aged 25, has been hospitalized. The men were reportedly standing on Portland Avenue about 8 p.m. on Thursday when they were shot by thugs. Another man was fatally shot in Duhaney Park, Kingston 20, Friday morning. He is yet to be identified. So in the meantime, National Security Minister Dr. Armstrong on Friday afternoon denounced the shooting of the 1-year-old girl in the Bowens Road incident. Chang said his ministry is extremely disturbed at the heinous attack on vulnerable groups such as women and children. He noted that legislation such as the Sexual Offences Act, the Domestic Violence Act, and the Child Care Protection Act are being amended to further protect women and children. Yes, sir. Magdalena go on down. 2 shot dead during confrontation with police in Portmore, St. Catherine. 2 unidentified men were fatally shot Friday morning during a reported confrontation with the police in Portmore, St. Catherine. Reports are that about 5 o'clock, 5 a.m., the police were patrolling the Port Henderson Road, back road like, when they spotted a vehicle with 2 men aboard just as it exited the toll road. The vehicle pulled into an open lot. When the police went to investigate, 2 men alighted from the vehicle and a shootout reportedly ensued. The men were killed and a 9mm pistol reportedly taken from one of them. Minibus driver becomes Hanover's first murder victim for the year 2020. A minibus driver, a minibus, not minimus. Sorry, guys. A minibus driver was fatally stabbed by two unknown assailants in the transportation center in Lucea, Hanover on Wednesday night. He became the first murder victim in the parish for the year. The deceased has been identified as 43-year-old Carl Amberley, formerly of Greenland, Lucea, in Hanover. Reports are that about 10 p.m., Amberley, first may hear the surname too, was among a group of persons at a shop in the transportation center, during which he was attacked and stabbed multiple times by two men who confronted him. The men then made their escape by running from the scene. So investigators from the Hanover Police Division of the Criminal Investigation Branch are probing the incident. No motive has yet been established for the killing. So apparently there were a number of persons there, so obviously people would have seen something. Are those persons willing to come forth and share what they would have seen is another question. Only time will tell. Yeah. Now, peeps, one story where I am sure there are videos on social media about it. I never feel the need for do no video about it. I was not in the mood for do no video about it. And you know why? I'm tired. I'm tired of the same old. See? I'm tired to hear man kills woman or man kills wife then kills himself. So, I'm not bother do it. Zane? Apparently there are some voice notes allegedly sent by the male in the incident before the completion of the act being circulated on social media again. I think I get them and I listen to them one time and move on because I'm tired. See? I don't know the fullness of the story, as I say, I don't really give it much credence yet. It's a certain thing I can't speak about, but the information that exists in mainstream media is that a member of the Jamaica Defense Force killed his wife. I'm not even sure if it's his wife or a common law wife. I guess we're going to find out in a few. Then shot himself, committing suicide. Would have occurred in Greater Portmore, St. Catherine this morning. Allegations are there were accusations of infidelity and a verbal confrontation would have taken place, and out of that he would have killed the lady then kill himself. So this is a picture of the soldier that was shared by the Jamaica Gleaner newspaper. Zine. I can't do without them views, peeps. I can't do without certain views. God no. I prefer not get the views them sometime than do some video. I say one time I never did 2K, but now I'm picky as well Alka say. You understand? Because at the end of the day, sometimes just doing them video you just feel burnt out, brother. You see it? Mentally. Because it's all well and good for say you're not involved in the situation, you know. But reading these things and scripting these things and voicing them over and editing them and them something there, it drain you mentally, it draining, it's exhausting. So sometimes I can't bother with them story. The reality is that you have many channels out there that cover them stories here. From time to time I will do a video upon stories like this, but sometimes I can't bother. Sometimes I prefer to not get the views them, brother. Big man thing. See? I wish them stories never ever come up more time for even think about where I cover them or not cover them. See? And as I tell people already, you know, like, I kind of not appreciate the stereotype as this being a news channel. This is not a news channel. This is a views channel. You understand? So we address things and we share information. We disseminate information. I not like that backs up something is that no. See, the thing bigger than that. It's not so little. You understand? And people tend to feel like this is a breaking news channel. I don't break the news. I break into the news. Write that down. May I say that again? Teach them to break the news. That's not my desire, my aim. Yeah, if me there home on a store break, we take our time and get the info together and we probably upload first, depending. But we're not in the breaking news. We break into the news. Write it down somewhere. You understand? And read it what they need for read it. You see it? Yeah, man. Jamaica Defence Force member involved in Portmore murder-suicide. A member of the Jamaica Defence Force was involved in the murder-suicide which took place in Portmore early this morning. While unable to reveal his identity, as in this article was posted by earlier, so I share, but we know him name, so we soon tell you. Zane, at the time, a member of the JCF, a spokesperson for the JDF, not JCF, JDF, said that the individual has been a member of the military for some 12 to 13 years. So typically when something like this happens, the JDF works closely with the police, not only in assisting with the investigation, but also in the management of grief and counseling of the family members that are left behind, the spokesperson said. No, so an update. So Jamaica Defence Force corporal reportedly fatally chopped and shot his common law wife before killing himself this morning. The soldier has been identified as 33-year-old Doran Mackenzie, while his common law wife has been named as Susan Easy, who is a registered nurse, according to the reports. The murder-suicide reportedly happened sometime around 2 a.m. in 4 West, Greater Portmore, and this article was shared by the Gleaner. The report says, when the Gleaner visited the crime scene, concerned residents said Mackenzie came home in a drunken state last evening and fired a single shot in the air. They said he then left the house and returned before they heard loud explosions. A team from the Jamaica Fire Brigade had to be called in to remove the door to the house that was securely locked before investigators were able to gain access to the house where the two bodies were found inside. And the incident is currently being probed by the JCF and JDF. Now, I've also said many a times that when certain incidents occur, it is not wise to always take as gospel the accompanying voice notes. Because the reality is that many times the truth is broken along the line, and where facts are missing, opinions will replace. And oftentimes, even though some of the accusations in the voice notes may be the reality, many times, a lot of the statements in these voice notes are colored and may not be the full story. So it's always wise to take these voice notes with caution. See? Apparently the voice notes were sent by Mr. Mackenzie. And in the voice notes, what became apparent is that he felt that he was cheated on by his common law wife, and that she would have admitted to spending time with a male figure somewhere in St. Catherine, my understanding is. Because based on the voice notes that I listened, or the recordings, whatever they were, he said, or the person on the voice in the voice note said that I give you everything. I take care of you. Basically. Zane, them something there, you do this to me, and them something there, like, there's a point where him say him feel like him never drive the car for the bridge and something. So I don't know. And he mentioned a number of times that he hated the female he was conversing with and them something. I have seen a few comments around the place. See? Not on any video, because I don't watch no video about it. Like, you know, Instagram people have been speaking about it under the Gleaner post and such. And one of the recurring theme of the discourse is that bun hot and woman wicked and man weak and a whole heap of things. You know, normally the rhetoric will be diverse and divergent in these situations. I have a few little things to say, then I move on. And it is all well and good to not be in a situation and make pronouncement versus being in the situation. So I can't sit in this chair and tell us if a woman deal me certain way, I go do her things, and I not do her nothing. And I can't sit down and say, yo, I not do her nothing, and I do her things. You don't know until you're in the situation. However, there are some things where many people may not want to see them, to hear them said or whatever. But you know, we're not too afraid for that. You understand? And the reality of this situation is, as the gentleman or the voice in the voice notes is saying, basically that he was cheated on. The reality that we face as human beings is that as long as men and women are around, infidelity and promiscuity will continue to happen. May I say it again? As long as men and women draw breath on this planet and the face of this earth, promiscuity and infidelity will remain a thing. Added to that, and I want to listen me up before I make no judgments. Added to that, the reality is that most men when me know, me can't speak for every man in the world, but most men when me know don't have a problem having sex with another man, woman. I said that again. Most men when me know don't have a problem having sex with another man, woman, or wife. See? And the reality that we face as human beings, whether we like it or not, if you can have sex one man, woman, don't forget say your next man can have sex your woman family. Me I say that again to come. I want to listen when me are talking. Class is in session. Take notes. Most men when me know not have an issue sexing a next man girl. And if you can sex a next man girl, a next man can sex your girl. You're not the biggest girl in the world. You understand? Just remember that. See? I don't know that this man was involved in any promiscuity or infidelity or whatever it is. But just I say. So oftentimes when I hear say a man kill a woman over cheating, the reality is that that man probably a cheat too. Probably that man left one woman here and go kill a woman. Can you say she have man too? When I say the soldier, we just a talk, but I want to listen to me. Yeah, son? Next thing, there's a common refrain and rhetoric when these unfortunate incidents occur. The man that mind her, or the man that spend pan her, or the man that take care of her, the man send her to school. Family, the reality is that it no matter what you do for a person may not remain loyal to you. See? So, as men, you got to decide one of two things. You got to decide if you got to invest in a woman or you're not going to invest in her. The moment you choose to invest in her, no say, just like anything, like you invest in a stock market or you buy one car or a house, you can lose your investment. I say that again, because my man them not understand enough. Remember say, just like any investment, you can lose your investment. So this notion of me take care of her, I'm a minor, I'm a send her to school, Zane, and she take me for fool, is really and truly a non-starter, you know. Because you shouldn't did know, say, whether you invest in her or you not invest in her, you think you can go downhill. And just like how you can sex a man, woman, or a man, wife, a man can sex your woman or your wife. You think say you're beyond them things, a family. You understand? But not sleep on nobody yard, you know. As a matter of fact, you will sleep beside you and Bonnie said, wait, then you have to know that. See? So that's something where man go say, yo, the girl wicked and the man that take care of go. Me don't want to hear that something there. Because you decide if you're in a relationship, you have to spend on the relationship is a natural thing that. You understand me? I say, so now come tell me say because you invest in her, you kill her. You have a woman who spend money per a man. So when a man cheat on a woman who spend money upon him, the woman for kill him. That's a reason that I get to know. So you have got to decide as a man, Seeing if you are gonna if you are gonna get involved in a committed relationship and you know so you have to live up to your responsibility in the relationship, and you just gonna live as a bachelor and go and take on the road. Because if you kill somebody because you invest in them, brother, then you probably gonna kill a lot of people. Because you don't sleep on nobody yard. See, and the reality, every man, well, every man, most men when me know, as we say, have no issue, quote unquote, in Jamaica, wiring a next man girl. Because we are talking thing them plain and clear. Because sometimes you try to pretty it up. And then I reach the way. The reality is that no man no one knows say a next man a wire him girl. But him a wire a million man girl. You understand? So, as long as we live, unfortunately, situations like these will arise. And the unfortunate reality is that not every man can deal with a situation like that. And it no matter who you be, if you really check for your empress and you find out that she give you the something, because we're not pretty up nothing tonight. You find out that she give you the something, you go cut up about it, now hurt. And some man chip easy for lick. You understand? And when some man chip lick and the short circuit, a portion of people might end up get shot and electrocuted. That's the reality that it's unfortunate, but that's how you go. See? And the next thing is that as men, we are not very expressive. See? We don't share our emotions, our feelings, and we battle them up and we explode. Yeah, so I say, the thing is that here we are soldier, but at the end of the day, we have to learn to express ourselves, family. You see me? Lawful say, blessings class, a little busy since the year started. Hope all is well. Big up yourself, you know, big brother. We don't think of more time, you know. You understand? I appreciate the fact, so, you know, the busy schedule CM, so you still find some time for touch base and heal up the ones them. I appreciate the continued support, you know, brother. I appreciate the contribution. You know what I mean? Hope all is well with the one and the family said speed. You see it? So, when these things happen, everybody got to have for them view and purview and opinions on the situation. The thing, whichever way you look on it, it's sad. That is my opinion upon the matter. I not cast no aspersions or no blames or no allegation because me no know the genesis of the situation and me no know the facts in the situation. The facts are a woman is dead and that man is dead. And to make it even worse, the man is a member of the military. This is a man who has been contributing to the nation. The empress is a nurse. This is an empress who has been contributing to the nation. So the reality is that Jamaica has lost two productive members of the society in one moment of indiscretion. I saw that word ago. I remember, yeah. It's one of them words. Indecision, transgression. Probably that word I look for. Zine? Apparently no children were involved. I suppose that's a blessing in disguise. But a two family. So the two of them are families. Don't. The country would have lost two productive members of the society. Yeah, so I say. So I want beseech the man them. That's something about me spend pan her. I me invest in her. So me fi kill her. It don't really make no sense. Because you choose to invest in her. And you should know so with any investment you can lose, brother. That's the reality, you know. From the moment you think about it as an investment, you can lose your investment, brother. See? And you as a man know, say, most men would have stepped outside of them relationship or them marriage somewhere along the line. Many men, and I say most men. See? So just like how you step out of your next man step in a years, you know, brother. You remember that, you know? You see? So now if you understand how you think you are, brother. And as long as we live on the face of the earth, there are two things that are promised unto man. Men. Three things. See? Taxes, death, and bond. Probably some people get some more than some, but Somewhere along the line here, brother. It's possible. We not say you have to get it, you know. But just don't say it's possible. And as me I say, it no matter how grounded you are and how strong you are mentally, psychologically, if you rate the Empress, it thing gonna show you out, brother. And if you chip, no saw down properly, your chip will get licked. Zin? And when your chip get licked and start malfunction, you need to find a technician to fix that quick and fast, brother. Because what the world goes on, what you gonna do? Take yourself on tree and jump off a bridge and them sitting there. Kill people and kill yourself. Then what problem that solve, brother? And enough time, you know. Some of them women here, see, ladies, some of the man them when of them relationship with them women where people end up dead. It's a relationship, then take them out, brother. Let me tell you something. If you take with a man, girl, so to speak, remember say a man can take her with same because she not firm like. So I mean now say you not have a situation where women are in abusive relationship and them unhappy and them something there. And a man can rescue them. See, but you have some woman where man do everything for them as the brother say in a voice note. See, and you know enough of the truth that a reality. We have to face that one there too. You understand me I say? Some woman, you can't tame them. Them come like lioness like. You don't really pet them. Now when you said way, you could have feed them from them a baby with nipple buckle. When they grow big and hungry like, then we eat you. See? So, some of the man them a play a fool to the thing to when I go like them not sensible neither. Brother, if you end up in a relationship with an empress or cheat on a man for there with you, what if stop her from cheat on you? Is who is you? Is who make you when I met the next man? You're not better than the man, brother. You're not different from the man. Our cells and tissues make you up to, brother. See? So some of the man them are going like them fool to the thing. If you take her from a man will take her from your to family. So how can you be 100% invested and in love with a girl where you will take from a next man? Then she do it already. Yeah, them say line in a strike in the same place twice. As a geography teacher, not no go so. Cause if you have the lightning rods there and the conditions are correct, lightning will strike there a million times. So don't feel like say. Cause some man for them, you know, them are the coolest thing. Them are the greatest thing since sliced bread. And them have the Gallis book of them righty. And that's how you go, brother. Understand? Say, people fickle, you know, man. You feel what I say? Miss Joan Levine, nonsense. Just a coward behavior. Miss Levine, that's the one we have looking at it in the Empress. But the reality is that when a man in a particular situation, you know, you never know, you know. You understand? Because it can be out of character for your man, you know. And one moment of weakness, one moment of madness, mash up the whole of life. And all along, this man would have been making the correct choices along the journey called life. And the one situation is just overwhelming. Zane. And him just explode. You understand? So there's a human aspect to the thing too, where we can't look beyond. But there's no rationalization for a man kill a woman and kill himself, family. Basically, in the voice note, the man say she admit to me say she got spend time with a man there so make the man come there with her dead. Yo, that cool and brother. The man say yeah. She admit to me and somebody know about it too. Zane. And them things that never happened to him before. I forced them things that happened to him in her life. So him kill her. See? And I don't want the woman them feel so I don't not talk about it, you know. Ladies, I'm been a telling you. Say, someone want to play Russian roulette with their life. Someone need to go easy. Someone need to understand on yourself. Someone expose on yourself for certain things. Reach, you know, we not justify nothing, you know. But you have some woman when are easy, you know. And them bare face in it too, you know. You don't have to know what you do. Because some man out the road will kill you, me I tell you, you know, when I say I not do nothing tonight, I not pretty up nothing tonight. So a two side to that something, you know. I don't want to feel like it's a man alone involved in that thing, you know. Some of them women yeah, I play Russian roulette with them life. You know, give no man the right for killing you. But for know, say, when you not do certain things, you have to know what go on. Because some woman bare face, you know. And vindictive and spiteful, you know. Remember, say, every man have a breaking point. Teach them have a breaking point. Every man in a stream have a breaking point. Your father have a breaking point. Your boyfriend have a breaking point. Your husband have a breaking. Every man have a breaking point. Every man can only take so much and know much more. And a man will take it for a while, you know, but eventually we'll go on. Pressure bus pipe family. Every day bucket a go well, one day bottom must drop out, you know. You understand what I say? So the empress have to understand the runnings too. See, so most time, the man get all of the flack. See, and as me I say, we're not justifying a man a kill no woman. But at the end of the day, some of the women them are run some dangerous risk with them life. See? And we have to understand, say, there are going to be times when a relationship reach a particular level where it can't go no further. The relationship, they run it race and do it time left. You can't try flag a dead ass. It not gonna move. You understand what I say? You can't try flag a dead ass family. It not gonna move. So sometimes we have to understand. So we have to move on. I know sometimes that is easier said than done. But for you, look here. There are two things in life I cherish above most other things. Freedom and peace of mind. Enough time you will see a man move out of him big house where him work hard and build and left a woman and gone, probably a gone parent. You know why him do that? And a week, you know. Peace of mind the man want. So the man just walk, left everything because him want peace of mind. And him know say if him stay there, him good as go to prison. Or something bad might happen. And people will look upon you and say that man they are fool, you know. You think me I work so hard and walk left it, but at the end of the day, it's the mother of your children. Craig Creations if we stop talking business. See? At the end of the day, at the lady or the woman will bring forth the youths them. So sometimes a man walk, left him life, for keep him life. We have to understand as people say sometimes, and we see the red flags them, you know. We see the red flags them. And when we look on the red flag, then we say, nah man, the color not so bright, you know, it's more orange than red. And we see the red flag them, you know. And one more pop up, we say, nah man, that's not really red, you know. You know, say kind of pinkish like. And you see one next flag over there, I say, nah man, that's not really red. I chew, you're then near to it. If you just back, it kind of look brown, and it's not really red like. We see the flag them, and we find all sort of excuse until somebody dead. You have to know when enough is enough. Sometimes it's better you start from scratch than lose everything. And can't start from nowhere. You can't start from prison, you know. You can't start from Dovecat or murderers in a family. So them things here, I don't know one thing, I know two things, I don't know one side, a whole heap of things to the things family. We have to understand that sometimes we are trying to make bread out of stone. And you can never do that, brother. You understand what I say? Sometimes you have to just move on. Yes, you invest a lot and half your life, yes, so. But then on to the next half of your life. You know about the one half there. So you prefer sit down, Zane, and boil and boil and boil until you kill somebody or you make somebody kill you. Yeah? And I know that there are many factors and dynamics at play in these relationships and marriage, and it's just easy to get up and move on so still. But at the end of the day, sometimes you have to lose to win, family. Sometimes them people are whole with dung to brother. Sometimes you need to start afresh. Get rid of the crosses off of your man. Because the reality, you know, some of them women and some of them money are crosses in a family. And the reality we are talking about tonight, you know. Tonight should name reality stream, right? You understand? Some man are crosses. Some woman are crosses. And some of them are crosses times crosses. Some of them people in the relationship them in a hole with dung in a life. You try progress in a life and you can't go nowhere. And then you move on and you find somebody who really value and appreciate it. You just start blossom. And you ask, what is something I did a long time? Are you supposed to hold it down, brother? Are you a holding you're supposed to? Because hold down can go lip away. You understand? One hold down like. You see me? Sometimes, man, you need a different environment. You need some different people for water your roots and fertilize your tree. I make you bloom and blossom, man. Sometimes some crosses in our life, we need to get rid of them, man. When we see the red flag, them tap boy flag them blue. You blind? You don't see red. How red for be blue? It thing sad, family. Condolences to the family of Miss Easy and the family of Mr. Mackenzie. Zine, I can only imagine the grief and the trauma that currently exists in both family now. You understand? What I'm gonna know. My Spotsy Brown said, no for one woman need to stay in your lane. See when you get the woman or man, where a scammer will reach you. Money is not everything. True word. Crosses. Big up yourself, and Miss Brown. I appreciate the contribution, I appreciate the input, and I appreciate the support. Listen, me peeps. So when I come cuss on one side of the fence, as me say, I know the facts in the situation. I don't do no video upon it. I may never do a video about this apart from talk about it in here. So I'm tired of them story. Yes, and me is just one person. I can't cover them story every day. Forget a few views or if I make a look of money. Then I'm not into that. As I said one time, I never did 2K, but now I'm picky, brother. You see? And if the lady in question was a lady on the other end of those voice notes, she was very calm, very collective, very soft-spoken. Like, I don't know. You understand? But Soji, snap, and here we are. Sad. Feel what I say? Zane? And ladies and gentlemen, sometimes you don't know, but sometimes we see some warning signs and we don't heed them. Sometimes some people near your seat and you say, I fight out my thing, you know, and you happy. Married and happy, you know what I mean? If you married and happy too. But sometimes some people can see some things that you not see because your judgment is clouded and you're blinded by this, whatever it is, love, like, whatever it is. You understand me? So sometimes we have to just slow down and you don't want, because you have some people who just want to mash up your thing, you know. You can't listen to everybody. But look here, if everybody you see, I tell you, say, yo, them have a weird feeling about that hombre there, them have a weird feeling about that sister in there. Something in it, man. Look on it. Wipe out the love out of your eye. You understand? And look on the thing. See? Sometimes out of desperation we get caught up in some situation. Sometimes all your friends they married and you're tired for going wedding and nobody now come at your wedding, so you just second. Sometimes you second and you second for crap, fam. But I'm tired of sir. I move on. I'm telling you some story I tired me most of the time, much. You understand? So I don't know. Companionship is important. Partnership is important. The reality, as I said, I commented under the video about Andrew Wallace's house. It is important to have a strong woman, not only beside you, but also behind you. Zane, and there's a next thing, you know. Alright, because I'm start talk, I go talk. There's a little thing that I have said. You see, I don't consider myself the smartest man in the world, but I think my reasonability kind of okay. And I have said this. Most men don't end up with the hottest, prettiest girl with them ever dealt with. Most men don't end up with who in a for them head is them dream girl. Most men end up with a girl or the woman who is right for them. Because the person will probably going to compliment you the best may not be the prettiest, quote unquote. You understand? She may not be the most self-actualized. She may not be the most physically attractive. Her hair may not be the softest. But she is a person that compliments you the best. But many of us are trying to create a relationship with a person who we think is the ideal person. Because many of us like the trophy wives, you know. And the trophy husbands. When the person who is best for you, you ignore the person because they're the most handsome guy in the world and they're the prettiest girl in the world. You understand? And sometimes you have some people we are try jump the race, false start, and want some people we finish already instead of building something with somebody. And these are some of the things we are put in a problem. I am no relationship expert, but I know that many times the woman with the man have in her head as him dream girl and she him end up with. And the man with the woman have in her head as a dream man, I mean, I see your circle, you know. I am just saying you don't realize what is important and who compliments you the best. Because the reality, you have some girl, we have a razor phone syndrome. Them slim and pretty, but them not no features, family. You understand me I say? I don't really mind lying that one, but it bad. Enough for the girl, them have that razor phone syndrome, something there. Them belly flat like their head. You understand? And them waist small like them intellectual capacity, brother. So, brother, we don't have to looking at the thing. Zane, we don't have to understand that something here. Life is not about showing off. Life is about peace of mind and happiness, brother. You feel what I say? Make we stop trying to live with life to the dictates of society. Make we try to stop live with life for impress with friends. Live your life for yourself. And you all live your life, you know. Your friend now live your life, family. Live your life. You're there with a girl because she your friend them like. What about what you like? Because your friend them got things she at. No one I do, man. Okay. Big up yourself for the moment. Where you say, read that class. You have to just talk things them more time in the impress. Because the reality is that some of the man them not listening, you know. You understand? And when you try to put up the thing more time, it is lost in translation. Some more time you have to get down to the thing and make them know what go on, man. And as me I say, we're not an expert in anything, but we're not fool neither. I appreciate the continued support in the Empress Cookie. I appreciate the contribution as well. Blessings every time. You see me? Peeps. That journey I call life. You know, me interview Turbulence yesterday. And Turbulence is a thing. Like, I am a listener, you know. People probably don't realize that. People think I love to talk, you know. Me only talk when it is needed. See, I am not a talker per se. I talk when it's necessary. See? Turbulence say, him no regret nothing in his career because every obstacle teach you to jump. Man, I say that again. Him probably not even remember say him say it. He said every obstacle teach you. And as simple as him said, me never did even me always talk about obstacle and overcoming obstacle. But the man said every obstacle in your life teach you how to jump, brother. No matter who you be, there will be obstacles in your life. No matter how long you're married, there will be issues in your marriage. It's for you to figure out ways to make it work, if it can work. You understand what I say? No true long-lasting relationship is without issues and ups and downs. But if two people forward now the thing and decide they're going to make the thing work and they're willing to be selfless, you can't be in a relationship and be selfish, family. If you are willing to compromise because your partner will not be the perfect person, them are human beings, so them are going to have shortcomings, so you have to compromise. See, if you can't be selfless, you can't compromise, you don't have no respect, and you don't have no appreciation, relationships are not for you. Remember them something there. See? I say we're not training in relationship therapy and them something there, but we're not as young as we look. We're kind of young and fresh looking like, but we're not as young as we look neither. And we've been around the black family. I will tell you that too. We've been around that something there. See? May not have been in many structured hardcore relationships, but we have been around women for a long time. Many different women too, since as me need to say. Yes, and back in the days me and my friends them used to move X, cut and go through us so the crew used to flex. Any girl we see where we want, we just take. Boy talk to hard, get a kick in him neck. You know sometimes you have to take in teeth cover heartburn. But I have always been comfortable around the ladies, and the ladies have always been comfortable around the eye. You understand? So, we do some crap in our life. You understand? We treat some women less than how they have deserved. And for them ladies that we have apologized. You understand? We don't have no enemies. Saying, I was a young youth. You understand? We used to do local sports, so we used to look a particular look away. You understand? We never too ugly neither. Seeing, and we couldn't converse with the ladies them, and the ladies them did like that something there. Make them laugh on them things. So we've been around. You understand? We listen to the ladies them, we talk to the ladies them, we see people experiences and things. I mean I tell them to say, yo, the relationship thing is not easy. You see? You have to know what you do. You understand? You have to know what you do. Mr. Delmina Louis out the doll, yo. But I mean, they young for a long time, and Miss Louis. Cook is a confessional now. You understand? So, as me say, I would have treated some ladies in the past less than probably how they deserve. But at the end of the day, we young and we make mistakes and we feel like we could end up with every woman in our world. And somebody say, oh, we want that. Zane and thing. Teach. You just hide it. You know, I hide me idea. All the cameras, we not hide the Chelsea logo, man. You know what thing, man, royal blue, true and true, man. It ain't true if it ain't blue, then we don't need to talk about it. You understand? I always cheers to the camera set, man. See? But peeps, you have to understand, say, life is a bitch and then you die. You hear that? So you have to just know how things set up. See? And thing. So now we reach a stage in our life where we understand, say, and we did understand certain things for a long time, you know, but as I say, you feel like, say, you understand, every fractal you see you have to run it down. You know, you're young and feel like you're strong, like, and feel like you're the sharpest thing, you understand, and the best thing since sliced bread, like, and you know you used to do things, take on a treat, but at the end of the day, you realize after a while, so you have to retreat, you understand? And thing, and you have to realize the things that are most important. Zine, partnership, companionship, loyalty, respect. You understand? Compromises, zine, family. You understand what I say? So you have to decide when you have had enough. You know, make no sense. You try to live at age 30 or you were living at age 20. You're a decade older, you should be a decade wiser. You understand? You should have come to a realization that you get old. You don't really have a grey hair like, but you understand me? I say, we are get old. So you have to realize, Zane, Royal General, will you be able to make a compromise for your queen? Royal, Miss Brown, I ask you a question, sir. So please, I move on you know. And them something. And then peeps, you have to save some of yourself for your wife or for your husband to you. You can't just done everything so. Because your life will go mash up, you know, because your wife will have needs, and if you can't supply the needs what you feel like, it's the only supplier in the world. You understand? A lot of things will make a China like. You see, and if you can't please your husband, you can't hold him like. You understand? Control him like. Then problem will go in a camp. Worries in the dance, worries there, worries tonight. So you have to know now though. You have to be careful. You understand? A close pin something the ladies. You can't, you understand? I know we're young and you understand we are live our best life. But and everybody will squeeze your head, you have to open your legs. You understand me? I say, and gents, and it's so now weird and looking back at it now we can't say it, but when we did younger we probably wouldn't agree. You understand? You have to preserve yourself. I look alike. You understand? Because you know what thing go. We don't have to say everything to say everything. You understand? I could move on, because night I come. Sad situation still. You understand? But in life, as I have often said that in everything, no matter how bad it is, you understand, no matter how dire the situation is, there are lessons that can be learned. There are realizations that can be had. You understand? And oftentimes, it says it's good to learn from your mistake, but I think the best lessons we can learn as good a lessons from our mistake as from other people's mistake. After we're not blind, you know see. You understand what you need, you see the man who's sitting and dead, then what you want to try to, then you know see man make a mistake already for you to make it. Then you have to know what you do. You understand what I say? That's the thing there. See him? And them thing. And also me, as me I say, I can't sing in the history and tell you anything, you know, so you want to react certain way, or I want to do this, or I want to do that. I can't tell you. I know my temperament and my frame of mind, Zane, and for me, as a teacher at geography, I know that the most disastrous events can happen on the most beautiful of days. May I say that again? Zane, as somebody who was training in geography and environmental science, I know that the most beautiful days can result in the darkest nights. Yeah? So sometimes, you then say when I think of peace and safety as sudden destruction, sometimes when you feel the most secured and when you feel the happiest, the worst things can happen to you in your life. So somewhere in your mind, you're not go female stop taking your life like Ringling Circus. Long time you get that term. See? Somewhere in the back of your mind you have to understand say everybody are human beings and everybody fallible. You understand? Everybody is prone to errors in judgment. Everybody is prone to making mistakes. You understand? Some mistakes have greater consequences, Zane, but you don't know a thing for do. Zane, Clip Cartels a teach. Tell the girl them to stop dash rebel. I don't know what you think them are going to hear me in a Clip Cartel. You understand? But Cartel, you have to understand to say sometimes circumstances alter cases here. I guess people know my views on the abortion thing. Abortion should not be used as a contraceptive. You understand? But I think there are instances and situations where it may be necessary, but it should not be used as one of them something. You know what I mean? But what next time? Clip Cartel, big up yourself, you know. You see me? Alright, peace. We can move on, you know. Too much of one thing good for not my grandmother normally say. That fella here on screen, he was once Journey Girl someone. Thanks much, Empress. Really and truly I appreciate the kind words. Blessings. Another integrity commissioner resigns. So you know the Integrity Commission was set up to oversee and keep a lid on public servants and politicians especially. But it wants to look like there's not much integrity in the Integrity Commission. Jamaica's fledgling anti-corruption body has again been reduced following the resignation of Dr. Derek McCoy. This is the real McCoy on screen. McCoy submitted his resignation letter recently to Chairman of the Integrity Commission, Seymour Panton. A reliable source informed the Gleaner that McCoy's resignation letter was now with Governor General Sir Patrick Allen. An attorney at law, McCoy, was appointed to the commission by the Governor General in March of 2018. He is also a former Contractor General of Jamaica. And normally the Integrity Commission is made up of people like that. Former Contractor General, Auditor General, or former Auditor General. Some people, you understand? Some retired Chief Justice or Appeal Courts Justice and them people there. People who then think of a certain level of integrity and a certain level of patriotism and nationalism, and who wants the betterment of the country by reducing and limiting the incidence of corruption in high and low places. Zane, I can move on. You understand? His resignation follows that a former chairman of the commission, Carl Harrison, who stepped down from the post in July of last year. In late October, retired Justice Lord Hibbert was appointed to the Integrity Commission, taking the commissioner's post vacated by Panton. The almost 2-year-old commission had also seen the departure last year of former acting director of corruption prosecutions, Derek Harrison. You know, Derek Harrison was also former contractor general, who said that he was proceeding on retirement. Attempts to reach McCoy for comments were unsuccessful. Now, when former chairman Harrison resigned, calls for a review of the legislation governing the anti-corruption agency came from civil society and the parliamentary opposition. Head of the National Integrity Commission, Trevor Monroe, told the Gleaner at the time that the review should receive and consider submissions from the public as well as recommendations from the Commission itself. He said that this would allow the integrity body to be more transparent, or transparent if you so desire, and accountable in its operations. No, I do not know if there have been any public consultations, but I have not seen it anywhere. I have not heard it anywhere. Because I have one or a few things where I'd like to make suggestions to the Commission of the Integrity Commission. You know. So I don't know that any public consultations have taken place. If it happened, I don't know when and who was involved and why it was not made public, but I don't know. So I can't speak to that. And thing. So now, at the Commission's first press conference in May last year, Panton, who was not yet elevated to the post of chairman, told journalists that confidentiality clauses had effectively gagged the agency from defending itself against criticisms. Panton had said that any review of the Integrity Commission should consider allowing the entity to speak on matters relating to investigations. That is one matter that has to be amended. We have seen where certain persons are calling for aspects of the law to be amended. They have not mentioned this aspect, Panton said. Well, his comments came at a time when the Commission was engaged in a spat with Derek Harrison over a contentious report on the sale of the rooms on the beach property. You know, the rooms on the beach property is a situation where Daryl was implicated, and them sell the rooms on the beach property to some people for US must say, I don't remember, I don't want to tell a lie upon nobody. So, to be safe, them sell it for about half of the price that it was valued at. And the rationale was that when it is developed, Jamaican tourism and Jamaicans will benefit from it. Zane, so I don't want your ears to me say this and me say that. So, in order to be safe, you have to be wise. Because one look at suing fever going on in Jamaica, no? And I don't really want nobody catch it for me. You understand? Because I don't mind no man. You understand? Tell you that for now. I don't sell no buckle for pay no guy no money neither. You see? There's something there. We're pretty sure over there. I can move on. Yeah. The sale of the St. Anne-based property was for, yes, I have it in for you now, was for $6 million US. Zane, let me read that from top, because I don't want, you understand? The sale of the St. Anne-based property for just over $6 million US, less than the 13.5 million valuation, was investigated by then Harrison-led Office of the Contractor General. Harrison's report was critical of Cabinet Minister Daryl Vaz. I will be speaking about Daryl Vaz in very short order. Mr. Vaz, good night, sir. Miss Vaz, big up yourself. Open alright. I know now watching now. Kerry said the streamer freeze. I don't know if I can't start about certain things, you know. You understand? But I could watch and see what I go on. Why my screen still looks up noisy? The one on the bottom part is like, I don't know, probably I should be fast with the camera over there, you know. I don't know. Alright, let's see what I go on. The sale of the St. Anne-based property for just over $6 million US dollars, less than the US 13.5 million valuation, so basically half price and sell it for, was investigated by Harrison, who was then the leader or the contractor general. His report was critical of Cabinet Minister Daryl Vaz. His alleged interference in the sale. Vaz, the minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, had denied any wrongdoing. However, at the May press conference in 2019, McCoy had said that he would not accept all the findings in the report. The Integrity Commission is now in the process of identifying persons for senior positions in the entity. At present, former Secretary Manager of the Corruption Prevention Commission, David Grace, the acting head of the Investigations Division, Joy Paul has been appointed Interim Director of Information and Complaints, while Colonel Daniel Price is acting executive director. So, I don't know if Mr. McCoy was pushed, was prodded, prompted, shoved, kicked out, or he just resigned. See? So, you never know. You never know. Yeah, so we get back to some regular programming, then we up it again. You know what I mean? If you manage a class, you can depend IACT right through. Why Tesha paid the price while black man walked free? That's a question that people have been asking since Bertland Samuels made an utterance that it is unfair for Miller to be sentenced for 38 years while the accused triggerman was acquitted. Questions have been raised about how Tesha Miller, alleged leader of the Spanish Town-based Klansman gang, could have been convicted for ordering the murder of then Jamaica Urban Transit Company chairman Douglas Chamber, when his alleged hitman Andre Blackman Bryan was acquitted of the 2008 killing. Miller, who was found guilty of accessory before and after the fact of Chambers' murder last December, was on Thursday ordered to serve 38 years and 9 months. However, Bryan was in 2016 found not guilty of murdering Chambers, who was gunned down outside the JUTC depot in Spanish Town, St. Catherine. Bert Samuels, the attorney representing Tesha Miller, said that his client's conviction highlighted the need for justice reform. But I suppose justice reform was not needed when another person was found not guilty. I'm just saying. The law to me is not something that is frozen. It is not fair. It depends on the morals of the people. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. And all of the obstacles in my way. The law to me is something that is not frozen. It depends on the morals of the people. I want separate, as one of my colleagues say at work. Why? Not now to my glasses, brother. It's the even test glasses them. A gamma ray glasses to protect my eye from the blue light, like. Yes, I. Some people think it is morally wrong. Some people think it is morally wrong for a black man to be walking free. And Tesha Miller is paying the price. But my experience with the parliament, so Mr. Samuel's blaming parliament for his loss now, is that things that benefit the defendant don't get legislative attention. What gets legislative attention is the prosecutorial arm of the state, which has consistently reduced the rights of the accused, Samuel said in an interview with the Gleaner. However, Section 35 of the Criminal Justice Administration Act states, quote, whosoever shall counsel, procure, or command any other person, so let me read it again, quote, whosoever shall counsel, procure, or command any other person to commit any felony, whether the same be a felony at common law or by virtue of any statute passed or to be passed, a statute is a law passed by a parliament, shall be guilty of felony and may be indicted and convicted either as an accessory before the fact to the principal felony together with the principal felon, or after the conviction of the principal felon, or may be may be indicted and convicted of a substantive felony, whether the principal felon shall or shall not have been previously convicted, or shall not be amenable, shall be there now, my last, to justice. I think I said that word I pronounced. And may thereupon be punished in the same manner as any accessory before the fact to the same felony if convicted as an accessory. May be punished. Director of Public Prosecutions, Queen Counsel Paula Llewellyn, said that the section of the law guided their prosecution of Miller. She said if you look at Section 35, it makes it quite clear to anyone who is legally trained that whether the principal, that is the person who pulls the trigger, caused the killing or the murder of the deceased or the victim, whether that person is convicted or acquitted in this case by the jury, then it would affect the efficacy of the indictment of an accessory before or after the fact, Llewellyn said. She added, I believe this makes good sense. Otherwise, you would find that through corruption, or you may have a perverse verdict occurring. You will have a situation where if corruption, well, let me read that again, I'm last. You will have a situation where if corruption or a perverse verdict, the principal is acquitted or not tried. But in this case, according to Samuel's complainant is acquitted, then the person who has counseled, procured, or commanded the killing would be able to hide in the shadows and escape detection. So the long and short of this, Zane, what Samuels is saying is that because the person who was alleged to be the triggerman was acquitted, it means the person who was found guilty of ordering the hit should not pay or should not be punished so harshly. You will be the judge of that. Me just share what I go on, because Magdalena go on down, mate not got nothing to put on down. You understand what I say? Since we on the DPP, make we just stay there for a little while. My child. Paula Llewellyn is a big woman, like. You understand what I say? Zane. And thing. She not young. So, she is nearing the age of retirement. DPP spoke about that in a few, but I could talk a little. You understand? She has dismissed the grounds that Bert Samuel says he will be appealing the ruling. But we soon talk about her retirement plans. You know, speaking about that, a deputy director of public prosecutions was robbed last night. I soon get to that. That is what I said I forgot to do something about before I start the stream. I soon get to that. DPP dismisses grounds on which Tesha Miller's lawyers plan to appeal the 38-year sentence. Director of Public Prosecutions Paula Llewellyn has dismissed the grounds on which defense attorney Bert Samuels has said he plans to appeal Miller's sentence. Samuel suggested it is irregular that Miller was convicted on the basis that he gave the instruction for Mr. Chambers to be killed, although the alleged killer was acquitted in 2016. However, Ms. Llewellyn said the acquittal has no bearing on Miller's case. Irrespective of what happens to the habitual perpetrator, the person who pulled the trigger in this scenario, once there's an aider and abettor, and you have evidence to show that the person aided and abetted the principal, then that person would still be liable to be caught by the criminal law. And it makes eminent good sense, because if that was not the law, then it would pave the way for corruption. See, because somebody who is going to put out a contract is going to have to do, well, somebody who's going to put out a contract is going to have to do is to say, is to stay in the shadows and then perhaps corrupt the system so that there is a perverse verdict by the jury, and then they get away with having perpetrated this crime, she argued. You understand? Ms. Llewellyn also dismissed the complaint by Mr. Samuels that the defense was unable to properly prepare because the name provided by the main witness was fake. She said the defense was aware of the court order allowing the prosecution to conceal the witness's name because of the sensitivity of the case. Mr. Samuels has said he will be going to court on Monday to file an application to appeal Miller's sentence, which he has described as excessive. I think me have some things somewhere, you know. I say I can't find some things. Because I like when I don't know everything when I go on and I dance, you know. I don't even remember which part I see it, pan. Which part I watch it. Which part I see it, pan. Let me see. Let me see it, you know. See if I can find him over here, so. Give me a minute, peeps. Yeah, I think I said it. Magdalena, go on, Dan. Oh, that's what. You want to see me? I think there was something with, I know what? Keeping dogs lie. Are you hearing me? Something went AWire just now. I'm gonna leave them audio something alone because that might be a part of the issue. I don't know. So I can move on. Some people as the stream crash and just stick with themselves. They don't even have a little patience. I'm a customer. You understand? I wanna come, sir. How will settle now? Eh? How will grown up? But I mean, I tell you now. Yeah, so are them things they are going. Some I could watch. I guess Bert will be filing motion for appeal tomorrow. So let's see if the Court of Appeal will grant leave for Miller's appeal to be heard. So we will see on them things. And one more thing, Pete. Let me share a little thing too. Zane. There's this thing where when somebody is acquitted, people take it to mean that they are not guilty. You understand? Acquittal don't mean absence of guilt, you know. Acquittal means that based on the court of law, there may not be enough evidence to get a conviction. So somebody's acquitted. Acquittal, and as I said, in Jamaica, we have this tendency to say acquittal means not guilty. That is not true, my friends. That's not how the law works. You understand? Alright. Llewellyn remains mum on future as director of public prosecutions. She have some things to say about me can't go play phone because it a give problem. I don't know. But she then set up the other computer so I could then pipe the audio from there. So but I don't know. Director of Public Prosecution, DPP, Paula Llewellyn, is declining to confirm or deny word that she has been asked to remain as the country's chief prosecutor. Some man will get dark now. Hey, some man will get dark. Me say, some man will get dark. Listen. Remember, you know, generally speaking, at a particular age in the workforce, you are asked to resign based on your age. There are suggestions being made that the DPP has been asked to continue in her post as director of, or will be asked to continue in her substantive post as director of public prosecutions even after her time age-wise would have ended. And that happens many times. You understand? Even when you're at the age of retirement, you may be asked to stand by your boss or your company or your entity for a few more years based on your expertise and people understudying and transition and them. Something there. Some man I get that. Yo. Miss Leon James, which particular thing you're saying they never proved beyond a shadow of a doubt? Now, Director of Public Prosecutions, DPP Paula Llewellyn, is declining to confirm or deny word that she has been asked to remain as the country's chief prosecutor, despite the fact that she will reach retirement age next year. Some former DPPs in Jamaica have gone on to serve the Court of Appeal after demitting office. DPP Llewellyn says she has no interest in serving as a judge on the appellate court. Queen's Counsel Llewellyn is the director of public prosecution, so we're speaking with Nationwide. I think you need to hear the audio for that something here, you know. But I will probably promise you that I will get the audio for this in the future because it was an interesting interview, like snippets. You understand? I want to look for something I know in a piece. So I hope say I'm not running no problem, you know, with the stream. But nothing try, nothing done. If a stream crash, I don't go nowhere. Wait till the fire brigade come. You understand? You know, run like one two no. Let me see what his name. Audley Duncan. Uno don't move the piece. I try to find a local thing for Uno. It's not for myself, it's for Uno. Boy. Paula said she not confirm nor deny whether or not she will be going on leave. She will be asked to stay on. You understand? I know people want to see Paula back still. You understand? In reality, some people not the biggest fan of baller. You understand? The baller. Zane? Alright. I'm say I can find one good picture of that brother here. Because I don't know how him is deputy director of prosecution and he not no good picture. Man, go take picture here, man. Zane? Alright. I'm going to use a picture here because it probably can't fit. But some ladies in there, you know. But them have to go stay in there because right now, I don't have no time to take them out. And the picture in the public already. So I like say, is me sitting there, you know. You understand? Because desktop. iCloud desktop. No. Local desktop. That's what's the problem. You understand? So, still a search one good picture with the guy. Can't find one. Oh. A girl less sweet though. Yeah, so what got it? That picture here. That brother that over yo, that picture you pixelated so family. Save that one here better. Safe. Just a little patience. Yeah, that one there better. A girl in I don't know if you see me girl like. Ready or no? Deputy DPP robbed at home amid act of self-pleasure. Why? 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 I should be voting for a prosecutor in the island because father working for the upper class of Jamaica. And which country them vote for prosecutor, DeAndre? We don't know. Probably is an interesting model. You understand? If I know if she involved in any, I don't know. I endeavor to interview the director of public prosecution one day. You understand? Me have some questions I want to ask her. Zane. So I hope she will be willing to have me document her journey and her story. I would be most happy and privileged to interview Mrs. Llewellyn. You understand? And thing. You know I've always said that Miss Llewellyn gets some unfair flack sometimes. In some instances, there are grounds on which people have grouses, which is fine. But I have also come to understand that the court of law and the court of public opinion are two different places. And they have also come to understand that there are so many technicalities in the law that you just don't know what got me sometimes. You understand what I say? And I, for one, I'm not going to say this publicly. I don't want to vex. I appreciate the DPP. I appreciate the office of the DPP. You understand? I can imagine how difficult it is sometimes to get certain people off the street. Zane, with these high-powered lawyers all about the place and something. The DPP may not be our favorite person, but the DPP has a job to do, whether we think she do it well or not. She has a job to do. And she is being asked to stay on, possibly. So make we see. Me, I'm not issue with the DPP. So if people have issue with the DPP, that's a phone business. Me, I'm not issue with her. You understand? I just a year older. You see me? Yeah, man. Kingston Few, big up yourself. Much respect. What I have had issue is a few cases. I think that the DPP's office could be a little bit more strident and militant in trying to get a verdict. But the reality is that the court of law and is not what we sit down and discuss and think law is. You understand? Sometimes some little technicalities. And I've always said that for me, the justice system is more designed for criminals than law-abiding citizens. That's a little thing where I always say to myself. But alright, I can move on. Kingston Fuel, big up yourself. As I said, I know say the DPP is a very divisive issue and people are very strong in their opinion. My opinion is me not issue with the DPP. So if a next man have issue with the DPP, that's a fair business. You work out that. You understand what I say? I just my thing, that a simple thing. See? Now, Deputy Director of Public Prosecutions robbed at home amid act of self-pleasure. In short, he was masturbating. Deputy Director of Public Prosecutions, Audley Duncan, had the misfortune of being robbed at home one night, one recent night, even if it was during an acknowledged time of heightened personal pleasure for him. Yo, I want to come to my senses. Why? Duncan stirred some controversy on social media platform Twitter after he revealed that when his home was burglared and an iPad stolen, he was naked and in an act of self-pleasure. A police probe is underway into the incident, some details of which Duncan shared on Twitter that involved him getting out of bed and seeing a strange man in his apartment. The state attorney said he called the police, but the intruder escaped with an iPad. But all that was relatively tame stuff until Duncan revealed in subsequent tweets that stirred controversy to the point of him reportedly deactivating his Twitter account. I want to separate. Yo. According to him, shortly after the incident, he went outside to converse with neighbors and in the process forgot that clear evidence of his earlier self-engaged pleasure activities was on his exposed stomach. In his tweet, Duncan said the activity in question is usually carried out by people who live alone. Some Twitter followers criticized him for sharing too much information about the circumstances of the crime and other aspects of the incident, while others sympathized with the deputy DPP. No one has yet been taken into custody in connection with the crime. For some strange reason, I felt that all DPPs, whether deputy or lead, had a security detail. But I don't know why I think so. Zane? And thing. But since we're up on the topic already, I could come to a conclusion. I find the article somewhere about a place. If I can't find it. Because sometimes them phone don't really work with the eye, you know. Zane? Yes. So the tweet in question reads as follows. Can zoom? One detail I omitted earlier is that while I was in bed, I did something many people who live alone do, and the evidence was on my stomach when I ran outside naked. Why was that necessary? Why that did important? Why did need for come out, come say that? Yo, I can't help myself. Why did need for come out, come say that? You understand? Him should have come to the realization that coming out to say that wasn't going to come to nothing good. Yo, the oxygen the easy, you know. Yo. One next follow-up tweet, I grabbed a pair of pants from the couch when I was running out and put them on while I was running. I did not do much to conceal anything on my stomach, which in any event I only remembered was there long after many conversations with the neighbors. So the neighbor couldn't ask him what that come off of his chest. So he could have come to himself and clear it off. I don't know when they need to tweet them something there. Some man just love your attention. You understand? And for a young professional young man who has so much going for him, then I don't know that Mr. Duncan should be living alone like that. Like the Empress must do that at the time, but I mean Mr. Duncan if he go find himself a girl. I am sure there are many beautiful young lawyers at the Court of Appeal and the Supreme Court on a daily basis. You understand? I don't know why Mr. Audley Duncan coming out in the public like this. You understand? And thing. Come to think of it, I could move on. Boy, I want to come go my bed. Because work shall be coming in the morning. Boy. But Cherry, sometimes I'm telling you, sometimes with some things, when you left them by themselves, them they are natural that you know. But when you add spark Twitter now, you know one thing go. But I don't know still. I hope he has come to the realization that he need to take him security more serious. You understand? Because time may come when it's a more serious incident. And I don't want to come here come talk about it. You understand? So make everybody come to the realization. You know what? Tesha Miller sentencing a victory for the police force, says Assistant Commissioner, Acting Commissioner, Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of crime, Fritz Bailey. So Acting Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of crime, Fritz Bailey, says the sentencing of Tesha Miller Zane is a victory for the police force and the police of Jamaica and the people of Jamaica. DCP Bailey says the police will not relent in their fight against crime, and criminals, irrespective of their affiliations, social status, or politics. He also sought to assure Jamaicans that the police will continue to treat each investigation with professionalism and respect. Him also said something I want to talk about. Yes, this is what I'm saying. Remember, not so long ago, I spoke about a particular situation where, as per the police operation, they say that a case is considered cleared up, a murder is considered cleared up when somebody is arrested. And I was very adamant that I crap that. In my opinion, a case should be deemed cleared up when somebody is arrested, tried, convicted. At that time, the case, because if you ever try somebody and they are found not guilty, it means that the case not closed yet. Because somebody did do it. You understand? So when you come tell me, say, the case clear up because you arrest somebody, then that makes no sense to me. Also, a case can never be cleared up, in my opinion, if somebody has not been found guilty. It simply means that is a cold case file. And in many countries around the world, you have special units in law enforcement that reopens these cases and crack them long after, whether it is because increased technology, Zane, or them get a tip or something, and man are arrested 20 years after them commit a murder and are convicted. This man on screen, and I have said before that I was of the opinion that CTOC, which is the counter-terrorism and organized crimes division of the police force, it was once headed by the gentleman on screen. I think that was the most effective and efficient arm of the Jamaica Constabulary Force until he was promoted. You understand? CTOC and the narcotics division. This is a man where apparently not really business who you be. If a police and a policing. You understand? Alright. He's saying that the Jamaica Constabulary Force is now actively moving to reopen some unsolved criminal cases. Yo, right. The man said the police is to reopen some unsolved criminal cases. People, you know, since the JSA finally have come to some semblance of sense. These are some of the ways then when we have help to reduce crime and the thing. There is a warning to persons who feel they have escaped paying for crimes they committed years ago. Fitz Bailey, Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of crime, said that the police will be reopening a number of high-profile cold cases. Now, you know, the announcement follows the conviction of and sentencing of Tesha Miller, blah, blah, blah. Seeing? No, a man was acquitted for murder in 2016. But DCP Bailey says the police continued their investigation and will now be looking at a number of similar cases. As a matter of fact, me still feel like it. Then peeps, you know, say a good move this. Then when we say good things, we have to point it out. Because the police them regular, so when we say them make good move, like them a search over Mountain View, now them a reopen cold case file. And you understand me? I said, then round of applause for go on. Because I progress that. And I hope it's not just talk. Knowing this man's track record, this man is not into the whole of a talking thing. It's an action pack. You understand? As my father once said. So, I don't know. But, you know, again, we have a tendency to say, in a Jamaica, only certain people pay for crime, which is not entirely true. The reality is that some people are able to pay their way out of certain crimes. You understand? Because corruption exists in high and low places, and under and beneath, and then put something there. You see? And thing. That's a good suggestion, Christopher. It's a good suggestion, family. See? And thing. Cops get life sentence for killing man in St. Andrew. Another get over 6 years. See? When I get an interview, we don't know anything possibly, you know. One of the two police officers who were assigned to the now disbanded Mobile Reserve again, who fatally shot a man at his home in St. Andrew 10 years ago, has been sentenced to life in prison. Constable Garth Davis, who was found guilty of murder in November, was ordered to serve 15 years in prison before being eligible for a parole consideration. His colleague, Constable Christabel Smith, who was found guilty of manslaughter, was sentenced to 6 years and 10 months in prison. The sentence were handed down by High Court Justice Georgiana Fraser, which was the sentencing judge in the Tesha Miller situation. The deceased, Omar Marshall, was killed by cops at his home at Blake Road in St. Andrew on the 9th of October 2009. It was heard at the trial that Davis and Smith were members of a team of lawmen who went to conduct an operation in the Blake Road area. Witnesses gave testimony that Marshall, who was at the time urinating at the fence to the front of his home, was accosted by the cops and dragged to the back of the premises, where he was later shot. Additionally, the witness testified that Marshall was unharmed, in contrast to the cops' claim that he had fired at the time. The constable's defense was that while they were patrolling the area, they saw Marshall run to the back of the premises with a firearm. They suggested that Marshall was subsequently shot in self-defense after he pointed a gun at them. So, was a gun handed over to the police? Was there ballistic testing and was testing done to recover gunpowder residue from Marshall's, and if he had fired and think, well, them saying pointing, they never saying shoot. The jury, however, rejected the officer's story and found them guilty of murder in one case and manslaughter in the other. Interesting. You understand? Yep. So peeps, you know a thing a boil along now, you know a gravy. You understand? A reduce. You understand? Oh, the last roll call that I did, a caller had raised concerns about the situation out in Port Royal. Apparently the Prime Minister had journeyed out there and met with some people. I think I need to capture the developments out there. For one of the channels, probably Jamaica, I suppose. This is normally upload them things upon. Prime Minister faces Port Royal heat. Wholeness assures residents they will have a voice in historic town's development. Prime Minister Andrew Holness went to Port Royal recently and sought to soothe the anger of residents who have been very vocal in their opposition to being relocated as development of a cruise ship terminal continues apace in the historic town. with construction shifting into high gear to accommodate the first cruise ship call on the new floating pier on the 20th of January. The dissatisfaction of residents reached fever pitch as wholeness toured the community. Oh, so the cruise ship are coming the 20th of January. Okay, I need to write down that somewhere now. I need to circle them out there, sir. The Prime Minister, accompanied by Daryl Vaz, we soon talk about Daryl, Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, was met with complaints about poor housing and rising sea levels, evidenced by water that had gathered along the Port Royal main road, as well as in sections of the community. Port Royal will always suffer from sea level rise, because Port Royal right now is at sea level. In some instances, parts of the shoreline out there is below sea level. Too much I will live in a one house. One woman lamented as a crowd gathered in the square where row houses built by the Port Royal Brotherhood more than half a century ago were being rehabilitated. You know from when them all say, want fix? Them wait till tourists are come to fix up the place, said Anne-Marie Chamberlain, who did not hide her apprehension about the planned relocation. The mother of 9, who lives on the beach from where some 20 families are slated to be relocated, told the Observer that she will not be moving until she can be reassured of a place to live inside the community. There are not many other places inside the community, you know, well, probably further out, moving towards the airport. So, I don't know still, but alright. I live here from my picnic. I'm not moving. Because I don't know anywhere else. This is my home where I feel safe to raise my children, said Chamberlain. We are Port Royal not really safe still, in all honesty, geographically speaking. Holness, though, was quick to dispel the notion that residents would be permanently relocated from the community. This is a presumption that the government is doing something evil. But I have to come with an open mind to hear what you have to say. Nothing is going to be done without talking to you. We will not change the character of Port Royal, Holness told the residents, indicating that proper housing solutions in the historic community would be the ultimate solution. The challenge with Port Royal is that because we have not paid much attention, it has been settled in a disorderly manner. We are going to do some reorganization to find the best location to relocate people. The development of this place cannot happen without you. There is a symbiosis between developing the place and you, the people. In this process of development, these are big words, it has to be changed. We can't promise that we are going to give you housing until we secure the area to protect it from sea level rise, said Holness. This, he said, would require an overhauling of community infrastructure to safeguard against climate-related disasters. This is about developing the entire community, and it will happen in phases. The first of which is to protect the artifacts and secure the area from sea level rise. This town deserves attention, and housing needs to be addressed. But we have to develop Port Royal by putting in the infrastructure to prevent flooding, the Prime Minister explained. Meanwhile, other residents who spoke to the Observer said that they welcome the development of their hometown, citing years of receiving empty promises from successive governments. I mean, Mr. Paul, well, I do not know that. Me just ask. From ever since, me I hear said them are going to develop Port Royal, so I have no problem with the development that is happening, said Jacqueline Clayton, who operates a shop in the square. Seeing? Jamuyen said that while he was happy to see the development, the government should ensure the community will benefit. I have nothing against the development, but it should include people and their development. Over the years, I haven't seen any government really put any of their promises in motion, so it is good to see this actually coming through, said the young man. Well, I suppose with any development, you're going to have divergent views and things. I intend to visit Port Royal soon, so I will probably document the development taking place out there for the viewers, and I'll probably try to visit on the day on January 20 again when the cruise ship is in the area. So let's see how that goes. You understand? So I guess the Prime Minister would have done some work in soothing some angry people. So make we see. As I mean, the reality is that with development, there will be dislocation, there will be discomfort. You understand? But I mean, if you're removing people, you have to relocate them. See, so you can't just move people. So see, and then Port Royal is a very delicate place geographically. It's a floating pier, so it is not something that is going to be structurally attached to the Port Royal physically itself, as far as I know. So we'll see how it goes. So apparently construction is at pace. So I don't know. Teach him did still drunk. Zigzag, I think Zigzag talk about the soldier. Apparently, so I don't know. Hopefully, that him talk about. Bad boy Buju. Hey boy, I be in trouble. You better come talk to me. Better come talk to me. You understand? Donovan Jermaine, close friend of and former manager of Buju Banton, says he hopes the artist featured soundtrack on Bad Boys for Life will have positive implications on his career. We hope that it will affect his career positively. We don't know what the outcome will be yet, but we are hoping for the best, he told the Observer. Buju Banton, given name Mark Anthony Meyer, confirmed via Instagram on Wednesday that he is part of the soundtrack, contributing a song titled Murder She Wrote, a nod to the 1994 dancehall hit of the same name by Chaka Demus and Pliers. Bad Boys, is a series of action comedy films created by George Gallo. It stars Will Smith and Martin Lawrence as two detectives in the Miami Police Department. Seeing Mike, Laurie, and Marcus Bennett. The series has grossed over $400 million so far. And them something there. So I'm going to talk about the Buju part now. It will be in theaters the 16th, which is when? Thursday, I think. Though Jermaine did not have much detail to share, he did note that the collaboration came about through connections in the United States. He added that the reggae superstar is modest about the new achievement. He knew about it from a long time. The public is just finding out about it now. Because he knew about it from so long, it doesn't seem like anything now. But he is really grateful, Jermaine said. And them something there. So, I suppose a progress that for the Gargamel, the Gargamel recently signed to Jay-Z Rock Nation thing. Some people had some things to say about that. Say Buju sell out his soul and them something there. I wonder if them people there are going to give Buju money where he might forfeit if he never sign. The man have to feed him family. You understand? The man have work. The man not going to live with Jay-Z. The man signed to Jay-Z. You understand? Buju, musically, I am assuming is no fool. You understand? I am sure Buju have sensible people around him, and I don't know that they would sign a deal if it was not beneficial to everybody involved. So, I don't know. And them something there. Alright. Where we are. Worries in the dance. Worries there. Worries in the dance. Worries tonight. So peeps, me have that topic and one more topic for do. You have a look at thing we call the pink Pussycat. It's a pill where them says a female Viagra. We talk about that little, but we could talk about that little thing first. From Friday evening when I came, from I was at work Friday, I started receiving some screenshots of messages on social media that U.S. Marshals landed in Jamaica to arrest a popular politician and maybe two more. See? And immediately I had my concerns, and I'll tell you why. Then it became a little bit more intense, the rumors, and first a name wasn't being called, then names were being called, say Daryl Vaz and them something there. Teach, the tatty thing. Miss Joan Gray, exactly what you talk about now. I know Tatty did say a few things one of them time, I tell her what type of foolishness, so I don't know exactly what I refer to, Empress. So, Auntie. Christopher Lee, if you do them pre, if you don't do them pre, boy, I am just trying to add clarity to the thing. I not accuse nobody, I say nobody, may I explain the situation. I never do no video say US Marshals are here for lock up nobody. I never do no video, you know, because as I said, I have some concerns. Enough Love said she died. When and how? But no, Tati was having some health problems. She was unable to walk. Oh. The last time I spoke to Tati was during the New Year's Eve, the New Year's fireworks thing. She was in the stream and she said she will kill herself because she can't bother with life. I tell Tati, but you know easy, Tati, and say a New Year we have to give thanks, what kind of thing. I'm tell her if you link me about 3 times, I tell her, so just message me or call me. You understand? And I don't know. I hope not no go so still. Teeth, someone asked about it the other night. I never something there. I hope not no go so still because I don't want to know so Tati did not want to talk to them, I don't get to talk to her and she pass on, you know. Oh, she was unstoppable. Okay. I forgot to try to call her still and see what go on. And I kind of break my flow, you know, so they throw me out big man thing. Tati was on a program on Friday and she was happy and making jokes. I'd even this a phone I should have on. Personal phone. Think should have on this a phone and idea, you know. Pre should have on the call in phone. How the phone there, you know? You know how long me not take no call on this channel. Go and charge up the phone. I'll call her before the stream done. I put the phone I want to charge, look at it. Yo. Hold on the peeps. Alright, phone dead. I'm going to charge it. See, US going to extradite that behind you teach. Alright. So this is my thing now, peeps. I have not gone to do any research on the extradition process. But the concerns that I have surround the little that I know about the extradition thing. Normally, when an extradition order is made, then it is sent to the Auditor General, the Attorney General. And the Attorney General will make a ruling. If the Attorney General makes a ruling in the affirmative and sanction the request, then that person is brought in front of the courts. I could be wrong. And that person will either decide to file the extradition request or to waive their rights. Upon waiving their rights, they will be received by American marshals and taken away. If they decide that they are going to fight extradition, then it goes through the courts. If they lose that fight, then the US Marshals are called in and they are extradited. How is it possible now? And I'm saying, we just use logic on your reason. How is it possible for US Marshals to be in the country to arrest a politician who has not waived their rights, who has not been in front of the courts on any extradition request or order to arrest? Does that make sense to you? May I ask a question again? Does that make sense to you? When the extradition order for Dodos was out, the US Marshals them never come until Dodos waive him rights. So them did come from the incursion at Tivoli. No, they came after Dodos was apprehended and he waived his right to an extradition hearing. So how can you extradite a man without and I tell you, fly high or fly low, if there was a court proceedings for any politician extradition in Jamaica, it would have made mainstream media. I can tell you that. So sometimes all we simply need to do is to just think a little when we hear certain things. Social media is a place for everybody, but not everybody on social media sensible. You understand? I am not saying that you ever see smoke without fire. No. I am saying based on how, sir, and I am not sitting here purporting to know the extradition process. Probably I need to do a video, by the way. Maybe I need to write that down. See? But I am saying, as far as I know, when the order is made, it is sent to the Attorney General, not even to the Prime Minister. Because I hear some people say the Prime Minister. It is not the Prime Minister's responsibility to talk about extradition. It is the purview of the Attorney General and the Minister of National Security. As far as I know, again. Alright. For somebody to be extradited or turned over into the custody of Americans, that person would have reached there in one of two ways. Either that person waived their rights to an extradition hearing done, so me a go America, or an extradition hearing was held and that person would have lost in their bid to fight extradition. We just use the head a little. Please, me ask you. I mean, I say one person, I mean in general. Alright. Because there's no way upon the face of the earth teach them when they get up go do a video say US Marshals are here to arrest a politician. I mean, no, say not so it work. There's no way I could get up and say, Daryl Vaz will be extradited and this is why. After me no idiot. Me look fool, sir. Eh? Alright. No. Lambert Brown, who is a People's National Party senator, has been the person who's probably been most vocal and strident in trying to get answers to that question. As of such, there has been a spat publicly on Twitter between Lambert Brown and Daryl Vaz. But before we go any further, Daryl Vaz would have also commented on the allegations to Nationwide Saturday morning, I think. Say, as far as it, me don't know nothing about that and them something. So I don't know. Because Apka asked him, people are say on social media, say there's a plane with US Marshals here for arrest him. I don't know. Understand? Alright. The US Embassy don't normally speak for nothing at all. Publicly. You understand? It's just a thing. It's just how them operate. The US Embassy has taken steps to address this situation. In a tweet, as a matter of fact, see? In a tweet, the US Embassy said, well, before we even reach this, Vaz hit back at the allegations. Again, he says a political activist do it. Cabinet Minister and West Portland Member of Parliament Daryl Vaz is hitting back at political activists on social media who have alleged that the circumstances surrounding the revocation of his US visa have escalated into more serious action by the United States government. Vaz was asked to respond to rumors on social media when he appeared on Nationwide Saturday morning, I think, to discuss the developments around the plastic ban. Minister Vaz says he is not surprised that rumors on social media have escalated, given that there is talk that a general election could be held in 2020. As I telling them, I feel like this year the election and I keep people doing next year. Telling them I have a look up election prediction thing and go on, you know. Alright. Now, the US Embassy have also spoken. This is what the embassy had to say. The US Embassy in Kingston has dismissed social media reports that Washington is demanding the extradition of a current minister of the Jamaican government. In a brief statement issued today, the US Embassy said, quote, "There is no extradition request or requests for any minister of the Jamaican government from the United States government. It also pointed that the Jamaican government has been very cooperative with the United States government on these matters, probably too cooperative in some instances. This statement follows claims and counter-claims on social media that the US government has submitted an official request to Jamaica House for the extradition of a current minister to face legal action for purported acts of criminality. And extraditions are provided for under an extradition treaty that currently exists between the US and Jamaica. See, so this is the statement from the US Embassy as I see it on screen. Contrary to social media rumors, there is no extradition request or request for. Me just read the same thing still. You understand? But me just say I see the verified Twitter account. So we not talk things that we can't verify. You understand? No, as me I say. I not say nothing now go on. I'm just saying that as far as I know, there's no extradition proceedings or order. You understand? Alright? Now, to the political, to the Twitter war between them good people here. See? Lambert Brown tweeted one of them time was a Friday. Minister of Government, well, first, he said, yeah. Minister of Government cursed me for retweeting a demand for the PM to speak on reports of extradition requests. Jamaica Labour Party trolls join Minister in cursing. All we need is a denial by the PM. It will stop the question in its tracks. Why the silence from the PM? Please, PM, deny it soonest. See? Let me find it, because I need to read it. In another tweet, Lambert Brown said, this extradition thing seems unanswerable from officialdom. It, however, has led the JLP trolls to the gutter. Slime and bile is their staple. No impact on me whatsoever. Still, want to know if anything goes up. Mr. PM Brogard, you need to say something. Is there fire? People say smoke. The silly season is upon us. Vaz, to a reply of one of the tweet by Lambert Brown, said, quote, Wagga wagga Lambert. You and your comrades need to stop the political propaganda despite the silly season. Concentrate on the other two D's, Damien and Dayton, not Daryl. Yo, silly season is up on us. Big man them a cuss and a cause ruckus. The man say wagga wagga Lambert. What about other man? Make I move on here, sir. Cause politics are not for me. Yes. I want to tell you about it. Carl Sukar said the Iranians at first denied shooting down the commercial airliner. That is true. It is true. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you the pink Pussycat. Oh my God, chick! Well, I go on, peace. I do that topic can go me better because you know what thing. You understand? You see me? You see? Yeah, because that's up me. I come cross it. You understand? And I say, I go and share it. It says the pink pussycat makes your pussycat purr. Purr. Why? Heightened sensation and desire. It's a dietary supplement. Maximum arousal. Sensual enhancement. Developed to enhance female satisfaction. No headaches. Everybody knows it good for headache. It nice when you get a one dose when you wake. Some girls not good, some man not good, so them girl feel fake. Come on now, give me a break. That's why girl they open my phone and that. Cause them want the vitamin S and button nurse and a pop up. Cause she want the vitamin. Yeah. A girl in a eat. Girl frustrated and him gone asleep. Why? The rapid action female enhancement pill used for treatment of female sexual desire disorder. That was a thing. Increase libido and sex drive for sweet, scintillating sex. Yeah. I want to go to bed. Woman flock, female Viagra. But doctors skeptical about whether it works. People, sometimes we come back and talk about so much things we just sad and heavy, and sometimes you have to take a look at kin teeth come a heartburn like. So we're going to talk about the pink pussycat. You understand? Auntie. A tablet known as a female Viagra has reportedly been in high demand at one corporate area store. Latoya Thompson, operator of Sexpressions, I name the bad. You understand? Said that there has always been a demand for the tablet called the Pink Pussycat. And despite its price, one tablet retails for $3,500. Customers are not deterred. It is not something that I started selling recently. It is not just this year or in the past couple of months. It has been available for a number of years. Even last year, Cardi B was talking about them, she said. So because Cardi B was talking about it means that, okay, alright, never mind. One tablet equals one serving size. But one capsule allegedly caused maximum arousal and better vaginal lubrication. And the effects last up for 3 days. So you want to tell me, say, that when a woman take the pink pussycat, she is aroused for 3 days? What a pussycat. Ah, boy. Thompson said that customers often return and make other purchases after realizing that the tablet actually works. Does it though? Or is it in the mind? She said that male customers have also ordered it, claiming that they are getting it for their female partners. I would have hoped so. I would have sincerely hoped so. Why? But Dr. Millicent Broderick, medical practitioner, said that she has her doubts about the tablet. I have never heard of that before, so I would not encourage anybody to take it. We don't have anything for our females. We have for our males, she said, noting that tablets of such nature are never really good for our health. Well, a lot of things coming out tonight. But I come go I bed. But that's a share, and I want to take this opportunity. I mean, not mash down nobody business. But I would suggest, ladies, if you intend to partake and to ingest the pink pussycat, before you do so, consult your doctor. You understand? And then things. 3 days out of arousal. And I say, I hate that. Mating season. Ah, boy. Ladies, be careful out there, sir. Zane. I just find a man We make your juices flow, so to speak. Because in reality, sometimes your partner, you understand? Or teach them, educate them, make them know what work for you and what work for you. You understand? Because somebody just like them a pick ice. Just lone stabbing like. You understand? And you know, sometimes you have to, you know what I mean? Slow down your thing and them sitting there. But it's not a sex education class. So next time I go on a few lessons in that thing. And we are teaching and teach them and always make sure your message reach them like, you know what I think? You understand? And as we say, we've been around for a little while. Learn a few things along the way. Few tips and tricks. Why? Miss Sinovia, my son said, thank God me not have to use that. Nah, tell you, man. You see me? Teach, nice topic to send us to bed. You're encouraging. Romance tonight. Worries in the dance. Worries tonight. Worries tonight. Wanna be careful. You understand? Play safe. How are you sitting there? I can't find. Oh, good. Yeah, so I come go to bed. Because I don't like a foolish stay. But as I say, sometimes you have to just break the monotony and bust a laugh and thing. You know what I mean? And them something there. Zine. Cookie say, ladies, no make that pink be. Look at the cat behind you, teach. Brother, I'm a logo me I see behind me, sir. I see that. Oh, there's something for call Tati now. Oh boy. Worries in the dance. Worries tonight. I hope some not have no issues with that. That's something. Our phone I take about 2 days to boot up, so no hold on. Peeps, big up on yourself. It's another week. You understand? Hope the ones have a productive week. So you know if everybody stay safe and remain healthy. Ladies, load up pink something there. You understand what I say? And thing. You see, seek advice from your medical practitioner. And them something there. Worries in the dance, worries tonight. Now about 1 million different messages are coming on because here I go on. This is sitting there for airplane mode from long time. So I can imagine. So I probably have to take 2 days to go through this. Let me see. I don't even know that I saved their number, but I think I have an idea how to find it. And thing. See what I go on. Alright, peeps. I'm something I go and come in and load up. It I gotta take a little while. As me answer now, peeps, big up on yourself. See, you have not set your profile picture as yet. Please, we don't want a profile picture. What I'm doing, man. Alright. Hope she not change our profile picture. See me a minute, the peeps. Hey, Patsy and you, girl, queen. A million messages are coming, please. So I don't know. If anybody have a direct link for her, wanna text it to me now. I'm gonna call her. If not, I have to go search through and a million different. I don't remember that I saved. Because I don't save nobody's name on this phone. Because it's a phone I just take call during a live stream. Yeah, so then this a phone I turn on for about a month now because it's been a while I'm not doing a roll call. But she normally have a particular display picker it me I look for. But she probably change it. No, Tati a hot girl. So anything possible. Message them still are coming, peeps. That is all. See? One person alone has messaged me 1,386 times. Why I couldn't tell you? Another person. Come off now. Another person has messaged me 482 times. No. See? He messaged them just a forwarded million by a million. See them? I don't know. I forgot find a way to get through to that. I forgot go through and find a number. Because I'm sure she message me somewhere along the line. See? A phone battery all swell up to you know. So I realize we probably have to take out this battery out of this phone or two. When I want to go next. Boom. Probably need to plug out the phone now. See. I can't find it. Alright, so. No, I'm not find it. I forgot probably try to reach out to her. And this not even wise either. Because see phone actually has swell up. I'll take out the battery out of this phone. Okay? Next thing. See? One big old breadfruit this. That's a good thing I pull it out of the jar. Peeps, I don't know. I'm gonna try to reach out to her. But if anybody reach out to her before me, tell her to link me. On the channel phone too. You understand? The people need to stop calling that number because the number they not really. You understand? Peeps, big up on yourself. I really have a look at headache and all. I probably need to get some rest. You know what I think. Thanks again for your support. Really and truly, you know, tonight was a mixed class. A lot of laughter. A lot of, you know what I mean, light moments, but some serious things again. But we give thanks for the ones them. You understand? We give thanks for the support. Seeing a life we say. And we hope that going forward, it will start to, over a period of time, become safer to live in this country. You understand? The whole of we I love Jamaica, whether we want to admit it here or not, whether we live here or we live abroad, the whole of we are Jamaicans and as such, we have an affinity and a passion for Jamaica. You know what I mean? So we have to do what we can do as law-abiding citizens, well-thinking citizens. Oh, peeps, one more thing, you know, I was supposed to be bringing on Carry-On tonight, but yesterday I was up on the road the whole day. Today I sleep most of the day because I got my bed about 3 o'clock this morning editing the turbulence interview that I did yesterday. You know, a 2 camera. I'm still not learning how to do the multi-cam editing yet in a Final Cut Pro. It give me a little beating. So, but I have to do it manually. It took a lot of time. So, I'm really exhausted today. So, I slept a lot. I would have posted though on my WhatsApp status a video done in aid of Carry-On. She's in the stream now situation, Carry-On HTV. I think she also has a cake sale coming up. You are able to contribute to her cause via her Scotiabank account and thing. It's in the channel WhatsApp group. I think I'll also place it on my story at YouTube and in the community as well, the community feed. I think I'll also post it on Instagram. But I'll definitely have her on and I will also let you watch the video another time. Hopefully Carry-On will be okay. Hopefully she will get the assistance that she needs. She also has a GoFundMe campaign. And what you can also do to Carry-On, she also has a channel. And think, Kerry, what you need for that? Type in the comments how people can reach to you. You understand? Because some people may want to talk to you directly too. So either you give them a number, or you give them your Instagram or something where them can reach out to you too. So probably that's one way for started. But I promise I'll have her share her story with you guys soon. So my apologies for that. I never get round to that today or over the weekend. I was just swamped. I'm exhausted most of the time to peeps. You understand what I say? So just bear with me. As I say, I try to get back to everybody and to do everything. But sometimes it's a lot. So you have to just give me a little time. You understand? So Kerry, it depends on how you want them to get in touch with you. You can decide that. Peeps, enjoy your week. Be productive. Be safe. Make some money. You understand? Have something nice to drink. But if you must drink, do not drive. If you must drive, do not drink. You understand what I say? Say that again. If you must drink, do not drive. If you must drive, do not drink. Problem listener. Zane, one put only the cash that you need. Load the headphones and the Bluetooth headpieces when you're going on the road. Keep your phones in your pockets and in your bag. Use them only when you need them. One put only the cash that you need. You understand? The only for jewelry and chopperate and bangle and thing and gold chain. Yeah, you work for your money. People will take it from you. People will take your life in the process. Be careful. Zane, if you must take public transportation, try to travel in a group. If you cannot travel in a group, know the do's and the don'ts. Take the license plate number. So then go give somebody. You understand? Describe the car, describe the driver. Tell people where you're there, tell people where you go. Always follow your instinct. If it feels wrong, it is wrong. Above all, trust absolutely no one. For the people, them every move they make them post upon them social media page and statuses, stop. People are watching you. Stop, expose yourself. Be observant, be wise. For the people them where I live them personal life on social media, wanna stop. You understand me? I say people are prone. Be careful. You understand? And thing. Peeps, you can reach out to Kerry-Ann via Facebook. She's Kerry-Ann Hamilton. On Instagram, Hamilton Kerry-Ann. So you can reach out to her and stuff. But I will definitely have her on either via Skype or something. Or calling or something. Zane, as I said, Kerry-Ann is somebody who I have known for a little bit. We actually used to work out at the same gym and such. Never know that she even sick. You understand? Nice, clean, sweet young lady. You see what I say? And them something there. So, we'll try as best as possible to assist her. How would that look sitting here come from? This is a studio I always lock up. Them bug thing. I mean, I trust them sitting here, you know. Who send you, man? I mean, if I want to mash up the light, you know. Die. Yeah, man. Hope the camera in the book, they mash up. Peeps, big up on yourself. You see me? Kerry, mommy, go and hold it. What there for you? You know what I mean? And we are going to do our part. Just give a little time. See? Yeah, man. Be patient with me, like. But just go and fight it. And I know that you're in pain and them thing. And I know that the operation is needed. But teach Mr. Watson. You know, I go look while I'm going to talk to Kevin. I forgot to link him up, you know. I know Kevin was preparing for his exams not so long ago. And stuff, and that would have taken a lot of his time and thing, but I'm not sure exactly what the situation is now. But I'll reach out to him and so I can go on. Tony Shea, want go on, mommy? You good, sir? I'm there. You understand? Hope you're ready for substitute, man. Because I'm not going to work. I'm just kidding. Hope you're alright. I appreciate the support. Peeps, big up on yourself. Zane, so no, I'm not promising on Wednesday. And if me even stream in the week, I may be streaming on the 3rd channel. Because I need to get some watch time for that channel there. You understand what I say? So you probably need to look out for that. Make sure you subscribe already. If you not subscribe yet, you need to look out. You need to search for the channel JA Positive. If you're not subscribed to Jamaica yet, you need to subscribe to that said way. You understand? So if I'm streaming this week, I may stream over there on that channel. Try to get some watch time and think. If you haven't watched the Turbulence interview as yet, you need to go watch that. Interview is doing well. You need to go watch the whole interview them will do. It take a lot of time and energy and you understand? Appreciate the work. Peeps, big up on yourself. Wednesday or Friday, you understand? 8:30, make it a date and don't be late. Don't look for it. Get book for it. You know what I mean? Have a productive week. Zane, stop complaining about the trivial things. Be appreciative of the people around you. Be appreciative of what you have. You understand? We may not have everything we want, Zane, but remember that no matter how bad you think your situation is, you are doing a lot better than many people around the planet. Zane, try to make somebody feel better about themselves this week. If it's even a word of encouragement, a pat on the shoulder, a smile, you understand? Some food, what we have in our fridge, or the go dash way. You understand? One shoes that we have what we never wear and a dry rotten. One dress that we have what we not wear. You understand what I say? Always remember that when you make somebody feel better about themselves and for them situation, you feel better about yourself and your situation too. You understand what I say? Help each other. Be appreciative of those people around you. Zine, and always try to leave everybody on a good note, because you never know. Peeps, big up on yourself. Walk good. Step with Jah. I'm out.
Teach them! Hey, yo, hello! Send the message and make it reach them. It's teach them. Right here. Warlord representing.